So the question is, how does climate change get manifested? How do we perceive it? How does it affect us? And we can see going on around the world on the news in the evening that there are indeed some major climate disasters that have occurred this year. Floods in Pakistan, in India, and in China. And then on the other side of the coin, a major extended heat wave in Russia associated with the drought. And then on top of that, a lot of wildfires, and so tremendous smoke and air pollution problems in Moscow, for instance. So these are all manifestations of some aspects of climate change. They wouldn't have occurred without global warming, I think, is one of the things that we could have said. In the United States, the eastern third of the United States has had record high temperatures this summer, and especially the minimum temperatures at night, which are the ones that relate to comfort and whether or not you can sleep. And so that's another manifestation of the climate change this year. The rather active hurricane season is also buoyed by higher sea surface temperatures and water vapor that's in the atmosphere. And so it's already going reasonably strong, but if we have a major hurricane, such as we did, or anything like the activity we had in 2005, wherein Katrina made landfall and caused all kinds of devastation in and around New Orleans, then there's an element of climate change that feeds into these kinds of things as well. And so that threat is very real in the Gulf Coast and along the eastern seaboard of the United States. The generally higher sea level. Sea level is now 2.2 inches higher than it was in 1992, which is when we first put a satellite up in space that could measure sea level to millimeter accuracy and have truly global sea level. So sea level is rising already at a rate of over a foot a century. And so this has some direct impacts if the conditions are right. We get a storm surge and high tide on top of this sea level rise. It already is having impacts in various places on the eastern seaboard. And it's certainly having impacts in other places around the world, and especially some of the small island states.